Hi, Stanley Lewis, course developer and tutor here at Point Blank Online. And this week we're going for a bit of a Miami flavor. We've got the Winter Music Conference going down. There's a Point Blank party with Dirty Bird going on. And, you know, there's a whole kind of sunset, pool party kind of flavor. That's the sort of vibe we're going for musically on this. And I'm going to show you some new vocal effects. This is taking advantage of Ableton Live's warping and the ability to switch around some stuff on a clip level to create some really interesting effects under MIDI control. We once again using some rotary controls on the machine to do this. You can use any MIDI controller to do that yourselves. So let's just dive in and have a look. So before I go into the vocal processing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take you on a little tour of the musical idea that we've got. And you know, we're trying to get that nice Miami pool party kind of vibe here. So you've heard the music, there's the vocal in isolation. So this is something that I recorded in, and you can see I've used some warp markers to improve the timing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can actually re-groove the timing of the vocal as a performance in real time using the machine, using the MIDI controllers here. So this is going to bring a really interesting new dimension to this. And the concept is basically, once we've actually got something on the go, to record it into the sequencer as well, so that we can capture that and then go through and edit that in the arrange window afterwards and pick the best bits that we've created. So let's map the MIDI controls. Let's come up to the top right, click on MIDI. And we also need to see the sample section here for the clip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the loop length and assign that to my first rotary. I'm going to take the position to the second. So we're just rotating this. The start of the clip to the third, and then transposition map to the fourth. You can see that summarized up here as well. So we're ready to go, but what we need to do is to reduce the grid size. So at the moment, the global quantization is 1 bar. That's going to limit the movement that we can make over here with the MIDI control. So we drop down, we go to 8 subdivisions in the bar. Now take a look over here at the clip. Watch the loop brace. So we can adjust this, the length in 8th subdivision steps. Also, I could reduce this and then change the beginning of where the loop brace is appearing. The other thing we can do, if I move this over, if you take a look over here where the mouse cursor is, this is the actual start of where the clip is playing back. So we can manipulate that as well with this rotary control. And finally, take a look at the transpose. I could take it higher or lower in pitch. So let's just go back to the -2. So I did a little performance and see how it comes out. You know, this is a really nice way to do it. The whole kind of concept here is really just to perform some stuff on the fly and see what happens, and then capture the end result, so you know that you're going to get something that you can work through afterwards in the arrange window. So I need to set up a new audio track, and what I'm going to do here is make sure we can see the in and out routing. And at the moment, because the screen is taken up by the clip section here, I need to just fold that down, and we can see now audio from, we drop down to You Keep Me, which is the vocal, and also push record enable down here. So I can actually record onto this clip. So we're ready to go. What we need to do is just push the record over here and then see what happens. Let's take it back to the beginning. And I'm going to bring the audio clip with the vocal to the foreground so you can see this as we play around with it.
You keep me hanging on. You keep me hanging on. You keep me hanging. You keep me hanging. You keep me hanging on. Me hanging on. Me hanging on. Me hanging on.
I'm going to stop just there. Let's take a look at the audio that was recorded. I'm going to zoom out a bit so you can see all of the adjustments that were coming from the MIDI controls have been recorded into this audio, and I could drop this into the arrange view and cut out the best bits and use them for different sections. Like for example, the shorter rapid hits would be good for things like breakdowns and build-ups. These are without the effects at the moment, because what I was doing was I was using a send, and you can see over here send A, and this was actually coming through to the ping pong delay on the return here. That is a ducking delay. So what I'm doing here is I've got a sidechain from the original vocal, which means that whenever the real vocal is heard, that the delay signal is being turned down. So it creates a lot of space for the vocal. And that's really cool with this particular effect when we've got the adjustment of the loop brace positions. So it's a real fun way to start experimenting with vocals and get some real tripped out vibes. Don't expect to get it right straight away. You know, have a play around, see what happens. Remember, you're recording everything into the clip, so you know for sure you're capturing it for editing afterwards.